Gas Talk.
Every day we live, she gonna touch my dick. And I'm gonna be like, whoa, first you gotta lick. Should have been a rapper, but I do this podcast shit. I gotta get on that Metro Boomin beat. You heard that shit?
Drake.
BBL Drizzy. BBL Drizzy. That shit is hilarious, dog.
Drake beef. What's up, brother? Special teams, special players, special plays.
We got specialties for sure. What's the word? Welcome back. Yours truly, your one and only, Dank Dad.
I'm Spencer.
Hey, we gotta get you a nickname or something. No?
Nah.
You're just Spence. Spence with the bows.
Yeah, that works.
Could be. What's the deal? Welcome back. Thank you for watching, subscribing, liking, tuning in. You feel me? Your favorite educational, informational, opinionated, Michigan-based podcast. Here with some fire. Same brick wall, same two fellas. Shit, this week we're gonna talk about some reviews. We took a little trip around the state this past weekend. Stopped at some spots, tried some drops that it came out that we didn't get our hands on. That was interesting. Had the NBA playoffs going on. You got what the fuck else we talking about?
A lot of good stuff. So just watch.
That too. Yeah, we could segue into it later. But up first, we finally got some Wojo donuts, and
It fucking sucked.
I was disappointed. But y'all know me, I'm not a paper guy. I could roll a better donut than that shit. I feel like it went out halfway.
It went out. The ash was black.
I didn't see the little hole in the thing that actually make it a donut.
Yeah, no butthole of the joint.
Is that what we call it?
That's what I call it because hand rollers are fucking overrated. So, but yeah, no butthole of the joint. No really good flavor. Not worth the money. That
What was it? 45, 50?
45. So
2.5 and a half gram? Or 2.5 grams?
2.5 grams. Yeah. So
3 grams total.
yeah, and it's just like
Yeah, I wasn't impressed.
definitely not worth it. And the thing is, like, Wojo has a great name out west. Yeah, I'm pretty sure they're from Cali. So, like, they've put out good product before, but it's just like, what I keep preaching is everyone's just trying to jump on this fucking donut
That's what we
wave.
was talking about before the camera came on. I don't think 710's flour is good at all. I don't think that shit is worth whatever it is wholesale and what people sell it for, 45, 2 for 80, 60 an eighth. Like, kiss my ass.
Yeah, like, it's
That's my opinion.
I mean, and I would agree with it. It's definitely getting wild. You know, what a lot of these quote-unquote name brands are trying to charge on the wholesale side. And
Are you talking about just flour or just any product in particular? Because there's one
right now I'm thinking of, like, just flour specifically.
concentrate.
And it's just, like, that's why you're even seeing, like, some of these bigger companies, like 710, starting to sell bulk out. And you're starting to see Cloud King selling bulk and
Local Grove. And
yeah, Local Grove.
all the ones who are like strictly pre-packed. I don't think Exotic Matter even does bulk.
Yeah. Like,
And
that's,
you were waiting for that shit for a while.
yeah, I mean, like, I'm probably gonna go scoop up some of the Cloud King bulk, you know, tomorrow or the next day, just because they have the peanut butter cup in bulk, and that shit was always really, really
Peanut
good.
butter, bro.
I'm not sure. I can ask, you know, the people at Pleasantries, just because the head of their grow is my old partner from the caregiving days, so I can definitely ask.
You just connecting all the RICO cases. You didn't have to say that.
And grow bows or grew bows. No, just sell them
Statute of limitations.
legally. Yeah.
So, I mean, you could throw that in the same realm as overpriced shit as concentrate. Because I've seen some menus where it could be a first batch, could be like, you know, newer companies. They want anywhere from 25 to 35 wholesale.
Yep. And, like, that's why, like, if someone was able to come out with a good product consistently at a fair price point, they would kill it. But
Because it's all about greed. I mean, I wouldn't even say that's greed. Like, yeah, you're trying to get your worth, but
I mean,
at one point, do you want your customer to always have to spend 55 plus for a gram
I mean,
of rosin?
When all these shops are eating dick, like 80% of them are, they're just trying to find, they're trying to find margin wherever they can get it, and
92%, but yeah.
Yeah, and like that's the thing. It's like they're gonna.
But again, I mean that goes to the retail. Like you should have more respect for the fucking brand, and not try to get the same price that they got for creating the product.
No, the thing is, a lot of these brands overvalue themselves.
1000%.
And it's like some of y'all really ain't shit, and you need to realize that you ain't shit. And
a more political way of saying it is,
you ain't shit.
Your product does not speak for itself as you do, because the quality and the result of the feeling that you get after, taking it in is not the price tag that you think it should be.
No, absolutely not. And it's like a lot of these pre-pack companies been getting off way too crazy for like the past 3 years, and it's like, all right, now it's time to eat your medicine.
That was COVID. I feel like COVID
fucked the
game up too.
Because everyone was getting the stimmies and unemployment.
Shit that's gonna get us canceled.
Don't do that.
I'm sorry.
I mean, shit.
All 50 of our viewers.
All publicity is good publicity, so fuck it. But yeah, I am just truly curious to see, how this summer shakes out and what prices they're gonna do. Just because we're gonna end up having
the same.
Yeah, they're gonna try, and then the July drought's gonna come, and people are gonna try to jump up boat prices like they always do, and yeah,
it's not gonna happen.
I mean, yes and no.
Got to be a smart buyer and just know what the fuck is going on, though.
Again, but there's fewer and further. Those are fewer and further in between than people would expect. Like,
you're looking at a great one, bub.
Depends.
If you ask me.
But yeah, I'm curious to see kind of what happens with everything, just because, I mean, the market has to correct itself at some point, and I don't know. I feel like we're finally coming up to that period, and I'm looking forward to seeing it.
Yeah. But on the flip side, other than, the shitty market and where it's going, there is still some good flower, and strains just roaming around. What is some OG shit, or just a strain that you haven't seen in a minute that you kind of want to come back?
Like you just said, I want to see like good OGs, like a good White Fire, a good Skywalker.
Not just in a fucking live resin pen, but actual flower.
Because with those live resin pens, they're just adding terpenes. They're not actually strain specific.
Yeah.
Like extractions and shit. So.
Because nobody grows right anymore, but that's different conversation.
Yeah, no.
I want to see an ice cream cake or a good something not lemony. I'm so tired of like super boof and ultra boof and
and
all of that shit coming out. I need something different. Everybody's doing like perm, sure banger. Gorilla glue would be great. Some GG.
Yeah, some glue would be good. Some GMO would be fire, like that old like musty garlicky GMO that was floating around.
People don't like that though. Like I'll get a sample of that, or I'll bring it in, let everybody smell it, be like, man, this smells like some ass. It smells like cheese. Like,
okay,
no.
If it smells like cheese, then it's like a good
a good Headmaster Kush.
I hate that smell.
Cheese.
But that hate shit that
blows.
Weed. No, and I like a majority of the stuff Exotic Matter puts out, but even going back to the first shop I worked at, I remember when the Headmaster was like the premier flower on the market, and there really wasn't anything, top shelf available.
Or even like a sugar cones or a sour diesel.
A sour diesel would be fire.
I found one.
See, I haven't found.
I got one.
I really have not seen any. I've seen one good gassy strain, and when I say gassy, I mean like a real deal, like Kush type of taste.
Like a punch.
Yeah. And that was Florida Kush that I got from, who was that? Strain. I used to buy that shit up in, whatever they had available, I was buying it for the stores just because that shit was always on point. And
Shout out to both the fields, my bad.
You were just in interrupting mode today.
I'm just...
I still didn't even get to answer the first question you asked about what weed I want to see. Oh,
You
yeah,
did.
I definitely
You
did.
said like 8 strings.
Yeah, I definitely did.
And then I was looking at my cup, and I thought about our Ann Arbor trip. Shout out to Phil, the homie. And then I was looking at the cup, and shout out to Phil from Northern, because this shit's lit. I'm sorry, I'm just over here having a blast.
I could tell.
Yeah. I'll stop interrupting.
I don't know Phil from Northern, but yeah, shout out to Black Phil. Because I'm pretty, now that I think about it, I'm pretty sure I have met him. He's definitely a white dude. So shout out to the homie
who,
Black
Black Phil.
Yeah.
Black Phil, white Phil.
Yeah, exactly. Shout out to the Black Phil though.
Yeah, we had a good time. That shit was lit.
Yeah, we went through a couple of spots. Shout out to IE. You know, they're always, you know.
They always look out.
Yeah, they're always solid.
Saw a couple of the homies up there that didn't plan on seeing, so that was cool.
I didn't see the homie because Marcus don't want to be in the store no more. So just saying,
This
Marcus.
fucking Castle store.
Let's get
It's just like you walk into a
Castle
fairy
store
tale.
with the mushroom store next door. Shout out to the mushroom store too. I see y'all
We
doing
should have
it.
went in there.
We could have. You guys were in a rush to get out of Ann Arbor, and like you also got to remember there was hella traffic because of all the graduations and stuff.
I got kids. I had to get back.
Yeah, like I was down to stay. I told you we should have went and got food. No, it was a nifty little trip. Except, I mean, I won't even say except. The first store we stopped into was just interesting. Like, but you know,
Yeah.
I'll let you expand on that one.
I really won't. It's not much to expand on. You know, we went, we saw.
I mean, it has potential to be a cool store, like a cool little boutique.
Yeah, but you got to do so much just to get traffic. And then on top of getting traffic, you got to have the right shit once you go in. Because when I went in, if I went out there to like pull up on a homie and I was like, oh, let me grab some smoke real quick. And that's the place I looked up without looking at the menu, I'd have been highly upset when I walked in there.
No, I feel you.
You know what I'm saying? But it's not like, like you said, it has potential.
They just opened.
They just opened, and hopefully, boy.
Yeah, like they just got to get
Figures it
their legs underneath them, get in touch with all their vendors and the people they want to.
But the spot been there because there was another spot, and they just merged, right, or something along those lines.
I mean, from what I kind of gathered, is it sounded like they either a cultivation company acquired the dispensary side, or vice versa. It was like
I don't know. I'd love to help them, like give them some tips and expertise, but again, no free shout outs, so
or free advice
or free counseling at that point.
No.
I mean, but yes, going to IE after really made the day, and hanging out with the homies and ditching work.
Yeah, it was nice because I made it.
They don't watch this fucking far into the episode, so I can say whatever the fuck I want.
Yeah, I made it into a little work trip, so it definitely worked out. So yeah, definitely want to go out to Ann Arbor more. They great restaurants. It's nice weather. They got hella stores. The homies live out that way.
My wife out there for her birthday because we used to live out there.
Yeah,
so
it's a nifty little area.
It'll be lit for sure. But speaking of lit, you've been watching the playoffs, I'm sure.
Goddamn right.
And I'm
Knicks
sure
are winning. Calling it. I called it like a few months ago.
No, you're gonna interrupt. I was about to say, I'm pretty sure you want the punk ass Knicks to win. You were wrong in football, so you're gonna be wrong in that shit too.
I was wrong in football by one half of football.
By Dan Campbell.
No, Dan Campbell should have won Coach of the Year.
Dan Campbell too far into the playoffs.
I would love to gamble with that guy because he
End up like Charles Barkley.
Charles Barkley's paid, MJ's paid. They're all crazy gamblers.
Because they literally were paid millions to do something. So you can lose millions if you make millions. Normal people, not yet millionaires.
I mean, I'm not trying to gamble millions. Like,
Doesn't make you can't because you don't have millions.
Yeah, that's very true.
But exactly. So if you gamble too much, then you don't have enough, and then you become one of those homeless people on the streets.
You would allow that? I'll just come look at you.
I already have 2 kids. I can't afford an adult.
Can't afford a Spencer in a shack in the basement.
No, not with your spending habits. Got me fucked up. Bro, you gotta get a job. You gotta get another job.
Yeah, you gotta get a ball on the couch, homie.
But like I was gonna say, like playoffs. Who's your first round MVP? Like, who's just on fire?
Jalen Brunson. Jalen Brunson went crazy, and then, I mean, Luka's being Luka, so I mean that's not too surprising. I will tell you who I was surprised that shit the bed was the. I mean, I don't want to say I was surprised the Clippers shit the bed, but
I'm surprised you gave it to Luka instead of Kyrie, just on the Mavs.
I mean, I fuck with Kyrie,
He carried them in a sense.
and it's like Kyrie supports Palestine, so like I really support and like fuck with
You
Kyrie.
should have said Kyrie. I fuck with Luka. He's probably my
But
top three right now.
Luka's just. It
Phenomenal.
looks like he's walking up the court. Like he is the slowest motherfucker on the court, and he'll still get 50 on you.
him and Joker.
Yep, like those Eastern European players do not like to run.
They don't have to.
No,
But you were gonna say who shit the bed was who?
the Clippers. Yeah, I mean, really, all of the Clippers, the
Lakers.
Suns, the Lakers,
all
like,
the old heads.
yeah, we're seeing a passing of the torch in this playoffs, which is kind of fucking crazy.
It is, but I mean, it happened in the early 2000s. It happened in the Dirk, KG, Tim Duncan, like they had to pass it on, and then
Like, they gave it to
shit.
him.
LeBron, the last one left from like the 2000s before.
Yeah,
It was a 03. I'm pretty sure ain't a lot from 04, 05.
no, but like Melo could still get bucket. Melo could be a solid bench player and come in and get 15, 20 off the bench. Like,
Perhaps when you get blackballed.
but he didn't do anything. Like, that's the crazy thing. Like, that man really didn't do shit. I think he just team top his way right out of the NBA. But it's like,
That and didn't want to come off the bench, probably. I don't know.
but it's like, why wouldn't the Pistons go sign like him and Dwight Howard?
What good would that do for the Pistons?
We don't have a 3. And then
He's not playing
Dwight
30
Howard.
plus minutes a night.
he doesn't need to. He just needs to be a solid, you know,
We
2-quarter.
still need a starter.
No, we would start Melo. I would start Melo.
For 15 minutes, you still need a 6-man.
I mean,
Pistons are a long way away from even talking about fucking building and adding a solid veteran. By that time, he's going to be out the league. But I thought you were going to say the Lakers. Shit the bed.
they did, but I fucking hate LeBron, so I don't wish anything but bad on him.
That's not nice. He's a good person.
I mean,
He opened a school.
he just seems like a fake
He
fucking
puts
person.
people on. I couldn't attest to that. I don't know that nigga.
Like, it just seems like he does everything from like for the camera, and then like you'll watch like the shop, and you'll like see glimpses of him like. I don't know.
I mean, when you've been fucking.
He just seems like a
on
character. He seems
camera
like Tom Brady.
67% of your life.
Yeah.
Yeah, again, Tom Brady, 20 years. That shit get old. You just get used to playing a role. I don't know. Maybe. Again, I don't want to be famous. I just want to podcast with you and go home see my kids. So,
Yeah, I am mad at you. Why? Who do you think? So you said the Lakers shit the bed the most. Who's the MVP then?
MVP
I already know who you're gonna
of the
say.
first round? Who?
Yeah.
Of course.
Yeah.
Young dog putting on.
That's what, honestly,
He's-
I didn't say Ann just because I knew you were going to say him. So
That's fair. I mean, Kyrie, they really shouldn't have lost 2 games to the Clippers. Young dog down there, OKC, balling.
yeah, SGA is
But
going
that was
crazy.
kind of without Zion, that was a really easy series, I feel like. But
Yeah.
it's different in the playoffs. Like, once they go up against some size, who are they playing?
OKC is playing the Celtics.
No, they're playing the Mavericks.
Yeah, the Mavericks.
Celtics are in the East. The East
Celtics started playing weak ass Cavaliers.
The East is whack. It's going to be the Cavs versus whoever
It's
wins.
gonna be the Cavs. No, it's.
I
Gonna,
mean, it's going to be the Celtics. I'm sorry. Oh, shit.
I
Yeah,
mean,
it's going to be the Celtics.
I don't even think the Celtics are really putting it down like that. Like they
I
play.
think the Knicks are going to.
They're playing the Knicks. They're getting fucked up. Yes, I do.
The Knicks are going to get past the Pacers.
They're going to. Like they just took out the 76ers, and the 76ers were the second
Joel's
pick
on
team.
half a leg.
Yeah, but Tyree Maxey was balling.
He's not that good yet.
He's pretty good.
Yet.
Like I would take him.
He
on
had
the
a
Pistons.
moment.
He had like 41 game.
Like 2 games. He had a moment. He literally brought them back and
Yeah.
got them to overtime, da-da-da-da. But I'm saying he's not there
Knicks
yet.
ended up winning that game.
No, they did.
Yeah, they did.
They did. It was game 5. That's fucking delicious. But I don't know. I got AE MVP, Lakers shit, all the old heads shit to bed, but I have winner of Nuggets.
Minnesota.
Yep, Nuggets, Minnesota going to the ship and probably winning. Because if Boston don't get it this year,
They got to blow that team up
I'm
if
over
Boston
them.
doesn't get
They
it.
can't. It's too much money. They didn't pay Tatum, Brown, Drew,
I mean, they got to do something.
Porzingis. I don't know what kind of contract he on, but what
gotta-
can you do differently?
Yeah, you can't trade them.
You didn't switch coaches. You didn't.
That's what I'm
core.
saying. Like, you have to blow up the team
Yeah,
at that point.
But
Like,
at that point, you're starting over. What you gonna do? Trade Jaylen Brown for Dame?
that wouldn't be bad.
I'd be a great GM. I'd just be throwing shit out in the sticks.
Because Dame needs to do something. Because at this point, he's starting to
Yeah,
look like
Glow.
the problem.
Yeah, Glow.
I mean, shit. I would throw it away for Glorilla. I would definitely throw it away for Glorilla. But, so, other than my degeneracy and our basketball talk, you went to that ice cream event the other night. How was that?
Oh, yeah, may the fourth be with you. I will say, from my perspective, I got what I needed to get accomplished. But it was a very mellow. By the time I got there,
Yeah.
it was very mellow, chill. I think everybody was dabbed the fuck out. They was off the northern drinks, and I found a really dope little company though, Living Soil. That shit was lit, but it was cool. Had some pizza at the end, you know.
So,
Did a
pizza
couple
and dab
dabs.
party.
Saw some friends. Yeah, it was a little vibe.
That's tight.
But I really just went there to meet some reps and handle some business. So once I did that, it was cool. But, it wasn't packed out like all these other events.
Yeah.
It seemed way more chill. There was a little bit of seating, tables. It was only maybe 3 vendors there. It was more like a work party than
Okay.
like a event. I feel like
Yeah, it was just like a little
launch party for whatever rosin they had coming out, like some Death Star or some shit like that. And their shit is fire. I've told you about it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I've had ice cream before, so no, they're the ones that I've at least tasted were pretty good. I don't even remember what the fuck they were, so they must not have been that fire, but I remember they were decent.
I'm really bad at remembering flavors of rosin, unless it's some exclusive.
Let's see, if something's good, I'll remember it, but
I feel it.
you know.
But speaking of events, did you hear about that one event that's coming up?
Tell me about it, Chuck.
Oh, don't mind if I do. So, I just heard that there's this guy and this chef and this guy that hosts these events, and they decided to come up with this Father's Day thing just to kind of shower dads of the industry and not whomever may get a ticket of just a nice afternoon of dad shit. Chilling, video games, food, maybe get a massage, might smoke the whole building out. You never know. But I feel like that event is going to be dope as hell. So,
When is that?
the day before Father's Day, June 15th. So, fathers, clear your calendars. 3 to 7. Location, to be told. I feel like that. It's not going to be an event of the year, but it's going to be a vibe.
Yeah.
Because, couple hundred fellas, maybe. That's max. All you niggas can't come. But it'll be lit.
I'm gonna say a couple hundred's a fucking lot.
I feel like, flow throughout in time throughout the
Oh,
whole
okay.
duration. Not all at once. Fuck no.
Yeah, I was gonna say that's a fucking handful.
I can't do all that. But yeah, it'll be lit. More to be announced, but yeah, stay tuned.
Stay
for that.
tuned. But yeah, that's this episode of Gas Talk. I'm Spence.
I am Chuck.
Peace.
Out.